Making quite an impression, great performance. I think it all came together beautifully. He fought a very smart fight against a very tough competitor, Collazo. Collazo came to fight, and Amir didn't just come to win the fight. He came to make an impression at the 147-pound weight class, and that's exactly what he did. He made a great impression and injected himself at the very top of the welterweight division. If I can ask again you guys to be quiet or leave the room. Okay, security, could you guys please make the rounds and kick everybody out to speak? Thank you. Alright, give it up now to Amir Khan.
Hi everyone. The first fight at 147, after spending about 13 months at the ring. I did feel a little bit ring rusty and stuff, but I did spend a lot of time in the gym with Virgil Hunter, and I can see how my style's changing. I always said I'll be a better fighter at 147 because I used to kill myself making the 140 weight. Collazo, I got a lot of respect for him. He's one of them guys who he makes everyone look bad, but I'm lucky to have a great performance against him. I've seen the fights. I knew I was going to his previous fights that he lost against Shane Mosley, Andre Berto, Ricky Hatton. I mean, I knew it was going to be a war, no matter what. It was going to be a hard, tough fight. But I'm glad it's over, and now we're going to move on to bigger and better things. I mean, as we've been walking people, as we should fight Mayweather next. I mean, I'm going to leave it to my team, Golden Boy, Richard. Let's see where we go from here.
Amir, can I ask you two things really? One, what did you show that was really savvy this time out in this fight in your view? But also, there was talk about Maidana and Mayweather having a rematch next, and how do you feel about that?
I mean, if it happens, it happens, I think people know how, when I fought Maidana, how convincing the win was and that we put him down. Maidana's a great champion, a great fighter. But I really believe, styles make fights in boxing. I really believe, with the style I have, the speed, explosiveness, the movement will give Floyd a lot of problems. I mean, Maidana boxed a little today, which I've not seen much of, and he started catching Floyd. So, like I said, I love the fight with Floyd, and if it happens, it happens.
Amir, how difficult was it not to fall into some of the boxing exchange, the fight exchanges? And was this maybe the most disciplined fight you fought in a while?
It had to be disciplined. It's my first fight at this weight, so I had to be more disciplined. I had to be smart what moves I make. It was going to be hard no matter what. Like I said, Collazo had that style. He makes it hard for everyone. So I had to just be one step ahead. My trainer Virgil, and we worked very hard. Also my strength conditioner, Tony Brady. You can see the power of the shots. I mean, I don't think anyone's put him down clearly. We put him down a couple of times, and I think that's what the power. So it shows that we are perfect at this weight. I mean, it's in my blood, I want to sometimes get in there and get into a little fight, but then I have to stay disciplined as I'm getting older. The last 12 months taught me a lot, spending time with Virgil in the gym. It made me a lot mature, and understand the sport of boxing. And that's what I did. I just stuck to what I had to do.
Amir. Very good performance tonight. Did you struggle to a couple of times, certainly in the 10th when you had him hurt? You really held yourself back from going for the finish.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at the 10th I caught with a good few shots, and this is all experience. What I should have done. Now looking back at it, and Virgil spoke to me about it, we should have let him come to us. The ropes held him and helped him to stay up. Like I said, I don't think he's ever had a fight beating no disrespect. But yeah, it was a tough competitive fight, and I got a lot of respect for him because even when he was hurt, he still came back. I mean, his face was blooded. He was hurt at times, but he showed great heart in him.
You've always had sort of doubters. You pretty much shut up tonight, but did that open up your eyes to what the potential is for the future? Be able to do that for 12 rounds?
Yeah, definitely. At least people know that we're 4-7. We are a threat, and a Mayweather fight would be amazing. was, you know, and Mayweather's a great fighter, but like I said, we have more tools. I really believe we can give him the most problems.
Did you watch the main event?
Yeah, I saw the main event. Yeah.
What was your reaction? I mean, Floyd looked, you know,
what a great performance, you know, and Floyd looked great as always. But if you look at the way when I fought Maidana, and look at the way Floyd fought Maidana, I think you probably see the difference in that. But look, Maidana's come on a lot. He's a great fighter. But yeah, if it happens, it happens between me and Floyd. I want to fight, and everywhere we go, everywhere we walk, people are always talking about that fight happening because we bring something else to the table. You know, I bring speeds. I'm quicker than Floyd. You know, bring explosiveness. I think we've proved that we bring power as well to the table with speed. So yeah, you know, I think we're the full package. And we're getting better, you know, still working hard on his version, still improving. I'm going to sit down and go through the tape with him and see what I did wrong, and I'm only going to improve myself. Definitely, I mean, Floyd looks beatable, definitely. Yeah. You know, he's getting a little older now. Yeah. Like I said, that's why a lot of people want to fight now, because they want a young lion to come up and they want to see him get beat. And I think the only person who has a chance to do that is me.
Amir, right in front of you, 2 questions. I wanted to follow up on that last one. If you see Floyd declining, in what area do you think he's vulnerable? Where did you see him drop from this, you know, tonight from other performances?
If you look at all of my fights, even the ones I've lost, I mean, when it comes to boxing, you know, no one can beat us in boxing. Floyd's a masterclass in boxing. But I've never lost a fight when it comes down to boxing. You know, I've always, you know, taken people apart when it comes down. And a fight with Floyd would be a boxing fight. It would be a boxing match. It would be skills, and the youth definitely, I think, will take it for sure.
And then, to follow up on that one more time, I mean, if Floyd stood like he did, you know, he engaged Maidana. I gather it's a big puncher. He stood there and engaged him. If he fought you that way, would that be easier for you or more difficult than if he chose to box?
It'd be hard to say, you know, he changes his style for each fight. But, I mean, if he was in front of me standing there, definitely I'll get my shots off. And, you know, Maidana was getting one shot off, I'll get 3 shots off, and he was still catching as well. So that's the difference.
And then, last question, if Floyd insists on fighting in September, as he's done, you say you can't fight because of Ramadan, is that correct?
That's right, yeah, I can't do September due to Ramadan and my religious purposes, but look, it's a fight I'd love to have that.
Amir, could you talk a little bit about, do you think there was a sense that Father Time was catching up with Floyd Mayweather tonight?
Well, you can say that, yeah, you know, he's getting older now. He's showing a lot of, you know, mistakes, and he's not the same that he used to be. So I think it's a great time to maybe catch him, and you know, this is a time now where someone young, hungry comes up and challenges him.
Not wanting to be disrespectful in any way about Ramadan, but why can't you forego Ramadan for a fight of your life if Floyd will take you in September?
Look, Ramadan only comes once a year, and you know, it's for religious purposes, and I respect that, and I wouldn't do that in September.
But if he said he would only fight you in September, the fight would never happen then?
It won't happen in September, no. I mean, push it maybe to November, and then it can happen.
Thank you.
Amir, you said that Floyd has shown a lot of mistakes. So what mistakes did you see from him?
You know, when he stands there, I think if he stands there with someone quick, we'll definitely catch him. I mean, Maidana was still getting through with a lot of shots. I think with speed, definitely, you know, we can capitalize on his style and work on catching him more often. And quick feet will get us, get us a lot of points. I really believe that it'll be me and Maidana got a very close position. You know, he lost the fight, but Floyd got close position against him, and I really believe that I can do a lot better than Maidana did. no disrespect, Madan's a great fighter, but style's a great fighter, so the style I have will definitely give a lot of people problems.
Hello. Hello, sorry, quick question for Richard. If Maidana gets a rematch with Floyd, what would you next like to see for Amir? When would you like to see him out, and who fighting?
Well, I'm going to talk to Amir and his team and to Al Heyman as well, and see what we can coordinate and what we can work out. But you know, I think what we saw today, you know, that Amir wants the Mayweather fight, so we'll have to see what Mayweather's plans are. In fact, he's going to fight in September, which I believe he is, but we just have to sit down and map it all out. But tonight, I think we saw that with Amir Khan at 147, that was a long overdue move. I think he looked better than he has looked in his last 2-3 fights at 140. So clearly he belongs at 47, and I think he's going to have a huge impact at 47. The good news is there is a lot of big fights out there at 147, which Amir could be in, and I know that his dream is to fight Mayweather, and I'm going to try whatever I can to make his dream come true.
Here in your left, I want to connect with my colleague question. You talk about the flaws in Floyd Mayweather work today. What was the high points of Maidana, considering you fought against Maidana and you got it into the ring?
Yeah, Maidana is a very tough guy, and I think the way we fought Maidana and the way we beat him, I don't think Maidana's been beaten like that. We put him down with a great body shot. But today, I mean, Maidana, every fighter changes, and you fight again. You fight the way your opponent is. So, at times I did see Floyd hurt, and Maidana did really well. I mean, he did better than what a lot of people thought he'd do. He put pressure on, he cranked some good shots, and I was very impressed with his performance.
You say that Maidana made it better than most people believed. You expected this kind of work of Maidana?
Well, like I said, with Floyd probably getting a little bit older as well. So yeah, people are seeing him maybe slowing down a little bit. So Maidana's a lot slower than me, and he was still catching Floyd. Imagine someone quicker, explosive. What he's doing. Like I said, I think I've proven that I'm one of the hardest hitters in this weight division, because Collazo doesn't go down easy. And Collazo's a great chin. We put him down numerous times.